Hey everybody, this is Glenn with Pure Pursuit Automotive. Tonight we're taking a look at this 2011 Certified Pre-Owned BMW M3 Space Gray Metallic. We'll walk over to the front here. Here it is, the 414 horsepower award-winning BMW M naturally aspirated V8. Just an amazing engine, revs to 8,200 RPM, nice torque, and coupled with the DCT, the dual clutch transmission. We're going to see that a little bit later in the test drive. Just a great all-around engine. There's nothing really more to say. Sort of the best in class, given the competition between Audi, Mercedes, and BMW. Nice light M3. You can see a little embossment there, the M3 logo, kind of a cool touch. Nice light hood here. Saving techniques used throughout the car, most notably the carbon roof. We'll get to that. But I just love this hood. The bump up here actually fit the engine as well. The louvers for exhaust. So some BMW touches will be your bi-xenon directional self-leveling and also cornering. You have your washers up here. Moving over to the actual BMW M wheels, the 18-inch wheels. You can see the calipers and the drilled rotors. Just a great touch. We've got a stopping power. I love this on the M3 still here. The badge itself, but this also doubles as the turn signal indicator. I really like that. The car itself is made up in our marketing costume, if you will, marketing wear as it drives around the streets of Kansas City. You get a good view of the Fox Red interior by looking through here. You can get a good view of the back seat condition of that. This is a coupe, so you can take a good scan in there. And coming back through, you can see a lot of the great touches of the simple and clean BMW interior. You have your carbon fiber actual trim here, great M3 sills there. BMW does an excellent job with their badging all the way up to the door here. We have our upgraded Harman Kardon stereo. Great sounding stereo, it really is in this classic car. Back, great condition with the rear wheels, tires, and rotors. Moving to the back here, you can see again, I got the blinker on. You can see some of these LED blinkers is an upgrade in the past couple of years from this 2011 model. Really sets it apart. Coming down, a lot of the cars we like to sell at Pure Pursuit are these sport luxury only, and I like to brag that they are members of the Quad Exhaust Club. Again, kind of mean in business as anybody pulls up and sees this quad exhaust. A lot of our cars have that. All floor mats. We do have 2 fobs with this car. Here's the floor mats here, and here's all the manuals as well. Show you the back of the car. Yeah, nice badge. Really cool. It's hard to see now. We have lighting on the car, but this is a really clean LED downlighting that illuminates the license plate. Nice and clean in this region of car as far as the years. They upgraded that really nicely. Well, I'll hop in and we'll fire it up. You can hear what the exhaust sounds like on the outside, then we'll take it on the road. All right, let's go ahead and take this 2011 BMW M3 on the road. You've seen the outside, now let's see the inside. Let's fire it up, start stop engine button. You can hear the exhaust. Kind of cool, these seatbelt helpers. Get the seatbelt out for you, make it a little easier. We'll run through some of the buttons here while we're sitting in front. Okay, so looking down here, sort of your mission control. Same thing as a lot of Mercedes and the Audis in its class, sort of this eye control that BMW calls it. Sort of hated at first, but now it seems to be, looks like they've really kind of worked out the kinks. You have sort of rapid action buttons for back option, as well as CD, menu, telephone, radio navs. Your most commonly used are down here to control your entertainment as well as your navigation. So from here you can see at the menu, nice widescreen display. That's one thing that BMW does really nicely, is a nice high resolution widescreen display. Radio, telephone, the car is Bluetooth equipped, as well as navigation, store your contacts, BMW Assist, the info on the vehicle as far as all the diagnostics they can run through. And the cool thing that this car has is the entertainment package. So we do have the auxiliary. You can connect your iPod that is, and your music collection does have an onboard hard drive via USB port. The other cool thing that's nice is you can put a CD into this if it's an MP3 or regular. It can actually capture and download those songs to the hard drive. I did that the other day while I was driving around. That was really nice. So CD, there we go. Standard radio does have satellite radio and HD radio. Going back to the menu there, just running you through some of the different menus as seen. There's your Bluetooth, and finally your navigation. So we have a couple different ways to view the navigation. All over here is the map views. So sort of that bird's eye view, and here's the north being up, and here's this is what I prefer, is sort of the in-direction, travel direction view is what BMW calls it. Interactive maps, you can get your traffic info real time. Points of interest can download, route preferences, you can get voice turn-by-turn directions as necessary, like any other GPS. So that kind of runs you through a lot of the entertainment, infotainment, and navigation as necessary. You do have just auto AC, dual mode on this car, as well as seat heaters on each side. Those do keep you nice and toasty in the winter. Moving over to the wheel, great BMW M wheel, standard BMW M in stitching, just beautiful. All your controls mounted on the wheel itself, as well as these metal paddle shifters, negative and plus. I really like the way BMW does it. Mercedes does something very similar. They have the downshift, upshift. Porsche does it a little bit differently, where each of one of those, depending on if you push forward or back. I like the idea that, hey, I can downshift here and I can upshift here. Standard features on the BMW M3, you can see the red line, the caution indicator up to the red line arc. As the engine warms up, that will all shift over up till about your 8,200 RPM red line for this V8 414 horsepower. Coming down here, here's another couple features I forgot to mention. Obviously not a 6-speed, but we do have the DCT dual clutch transmission. Just really a work of art. This is my favorite transmission in this class of car. The M3s came out with them. The M5 adapted it, the new latest generation. A couple great things about this is definitely a 7-speed DCT dual clutch, so you get the smoothest shifts. They literally shift right one into the other. Their power button increases the power output, actually brake horsepower of the engine, and this is your electronic damping control. Actually modifies the suspension to give you three different modes for your ride. And here are your shift point adaptations. And actually, when I go into drive, is displayed right here. It defaults sort of to a medium shift that I can increase to hard shifts. If I hit this M button here, this particular mode I have it in takes off the traction control, so the rear wheels will break loose. Goes into little M indicator there, you're in M mode, and automatically goes down into to automatic, so you're on the paddle shifters, and then coming down here, your power and your EDC goes to your sport suspension. So we'll play around with the normal mode, and we'll go into M mode in our short test drive. Let's hit the road. Go back into normal mode here, reverse. So the interesting thing about these M3s and this dual clutch semi-manual is what you can probably call it, is you're really in a clutched vehicle, but it can shift. As you can scroll over here with the camera, as I go straight here, you're in D, it'll automatically shift on its own all the way up to 7 gears, and you won't be able to tell much difference from a normal automatic transmission. However, the idea is you really do have a clutch. The computer's engaged in the clutch versus you with a third pedal. So only 2 pedals. But again, right now, great mode to be in. Our chassis is pretty subdued. We can hit bumps and not get our teeth jostled out. We can do a lot of different things and drive the car around without too much hassle. You can feel the clutch engage. If you are on a hill without your e-brake engaged, you actually will roll backwards. The BMWs will hold you for about 1 second with the brakes, but if you let off the brakes, you will roll backwards, because again, it is a clutched vehicle. So we're just rolling down the street here. We have our bi-xenon auto leveling, as well as directional lights that are lighting the way for us as it gets to dusk. I'll show you the map as we drive down here. Great moving map. Again, I can zoom in, zoom out very easily with this iDrive controller. I'm going to make a quick U-turn here, and we'll go into M mode. And we'll hit it so you get a good feel for the car. Okay, here's M mode. Some shift lights going off. Don't want to get too fast here. And we'll slow it on down. You can hear the engine downshift. Real smooth downshifts. A throttle blip accompanies that downshifting, because again, the engine is spinning to match the revs as the dual clutch is engaged. So really not jerky, almost instantaneous hard shifts. And that's M mode in a nutshell. It's going sort of from that normal daily driver to basically just an all-out race beast. Back on the paddles. Really nice. You have the shift indicators there as well. So that pretty much wraps up the quick test drive of this particular 2011 BMW M3. Again, carbon fiber finish. I didn't touch on that earlier. The Fox Red Nivolo leather, black on red. No sunroof, but we do have a carbon fiber roof for weight savings. So you can reach us anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at area code 816-659-3027. You can email anyone on the team at hello@purepursuitauto.com. I'm Glenn, and thanks for taking a ride with us.